Hello everyone, I'm Nhi. Today I would like to tell you about conversation between the man and the woman. Um, the man introduced he works from Dr. Johnson's office, and he offered to help her. Um, the woman replied, she would like to make an appointment with the doctor, and she wanted to know if the doctor would be available to see her at 11 a.m. The day after. Um, the man was sorry to the woman because the doctor won't be in the office on morning. However, the doctor has a time after lunch at 2 p.m. The woman replied, after lunch she was busy and she had a meeting at work. The man replied, they had another doctor who came in while Dr. Johnson was out. And he said another doctor was there from 9 to 12, and he suggested the woman get an appointment with another doctor, and he says another doctor was busy before lunch time. The woman agreed with him, and she says she would be there as soon as they open. Thank you for listening. Hello everyone, I'm Nhi. Today I would like to tell you about conversation between the man and the woman. The woman wanted to know if the man was looking for anything in particular. The man agreed with her, and he said he would like to get new glass cabinet for his kitchen, but though they were a bit too large, and he wanted to know if she had any others. The woman replied, there were just there so pieces, and when they had someone go to his house to measure his current cabinets, and they would be custom make his kitchen in the size he needed. The man agreed with her, and he wanted to know if she had the same design, because he wanted a different colors. The woman replied, more of them models were offered in at least three different colors, and she wanted to suggest the man showing their catalog. Thank you for listening. Hello everyone, I'm Nhi. Today I would like to tell you about conversation between the man and the woman. The woman was sent to the man for checking her car, because the man was busy, and she wanted to know if he had figured out what was wrong with her car. The man replied, one of the engine parts was broken, and it needed to be replaced. And he had ordered it, but it would take a few days to repair. The woman complained about that, and she said she needed to use the car to go to work, so that weekend. The man wanted to know if the woman had insurance because they had some loaned car she could use while her car was being repaired. The woman agreed with him and gave him her card. The man said he would give them a call and then come back with invoice for repairs. Thank you for listening. Hello everyone, I'm Nhi. Today I would like to tell you about conversation between the man and the woman. The woman wanted to know what time the computer repair center on the Smith Street opened. The man replied, yes, opened early, around 8:30 a.m. During the week. And he wanted to know what problem was. The woman replied she had robbed her laptop the night before, and then the screen wouldn't turn on. She needed to have it fixed. And she thought she would be drop it off as soon as they opened, and she could get to work on time. The man replied she had enough time, but not much, because it was 25 minutes walk from the shop to the office, and she had a meeting the day after morning at 9 o'clock. And he suggested she should touch it there on Saturday. Thank you for listening. Hello everyone, I'm Nhi. Today I would like to tell you about conversation between the man and the woman. The man said he got his electricity bill that day, and he was surprised by that because it was more expensive than the month before. The woman agreed with him, and she said her bill was too, and but she had been using more electricity since he started working from home. The man agreed with her, but he was really at home, and he wondered if his energy meter was working properly, and he thought he would call the electric company, come in and read it again. The woman agreed with him, and she thought she should check her meter too. Thank you for listening. Hello everyone, I'm Nhi. Today I would like to tell you about conversation between three people. The main one was thank to the woman and the man too for coming his office that day, and he wanted to know what they thought of some of the apartments they had looked at least week. The woman replied the apartment on Maple Street was really nice, and it seemed big enough for them. But he was worried about the innovation, because it didn't look like it would be in time for their moving date. The mentor replied they was was thinking about the apartment by the elementary school, because it was a little smaller, but the view was great, and they could live an outdoor patio. The man one agreed with him, and he said he if he was sure about the decision, and he could call the owner right then, and let him know they were willing to play on a big on place. Thank you for listening. Hello everyone, I'm Nhi. Today I would like to tell you about conversation between the man and the woman. The woman she was from Guelgip Town Bank, and she offered to help him. The man replied, she introduced his name, and he said he request a credit card from she the week before, but he hadn't received it. That the woman wanted to know if the man remember which one he ordered. The man replied he didn't remember the name, but he knew it gave discounts on the gas stations. The woman agreed with him, and she said it was their most particular one, and they were actually on out of them, and had been seen the day they come out, and they didn't know when they would come back in, and she wanted to know if the man was any cat he were interested in. The man replied he did. He did the shop online a lot, and he wanted to know if the woman had another for that. The woman replied she could issue him that right way, and she needed to see his ID. Thank you for listening.